Step 4 is what we call the confirmatory due diligence process. While your letter of intent isn't binding, it's now time to dive deeper into due diligence, especially in the following areas. Drafting the purchase agreement. This is the legally binding and final document that consummates the purchase of your practice, so it's a good idea to let your attorneys handle this after you have a signed LOI. You'll also want to finalize funding with your lender. And of course, you want to finalize the lease terms with your future landlord. And if your seller is going to continue working in the practice, this would be the time to draft the employment agreement. And finally, you'll want to create the purchasing entity, which is your new company. Again, you'll want to lean on your attorney to help you choose what type of business you want to form, whether that be a sole proprietorship, partnership, limited liability company, or corporation. You basically want to confirm all of your beliefs about the practice you wish to purchase. This process shouldn't take longer than 60 to 90 days and should coincide with the terms of the exclusivity clause agreed upon in the letter of intent. I also recommend obtaining tax clearance from the IRS, which confirms the business you want to purchase has no outstanding IRS liabilities. Step number 5 is the pre-closing. While you should definitely congratulate yourself after you've executed the purchase agreement, before you take over as the new owner on your designated closing date, you have a few more things to finalize. But know that each box you check off your list brings you closer to your dream of opening your own practice, making this an incredibly worthwhile way to spend your time. Insurance credentialing. After you've created your new company and obtained a federal tax ID, each vision and medical plan you choose to accept will have to be credentialed. It might be wise to hire a credentialing service to assist you. Financial and banking. Establish bank accounts for your practice as well as any merchant accounts for credit cards. You'll also need a payroll account with a payroll service provider if you plan to outsource your payroll. Employee HR. Prior to closing, make sure you have your HR plan in place. If you are buying the practice as an asset purchase, the seller will terminate all employees effective on the date of closing. If you are going to rehire them, you will need to do so immediately. You may also want to develop your employee handbook now and outline benefits like insurance, paid time off, and retirement plans. IT, electronic health records, and software training. If you're unfamiliar with the office practice management and electronic health record systems, it will be wise to begin training on how to use this software as soon as possible. The last thing you will want to deal with on your first day of practice ownership is learning how to use the practice software. Marketing. As part of the due diligence process, make sure you check in about which marketing programs are ongoing and which previous campaigns were most effective. This includes login information for the office, the website, and any third-party IT or SEO partners. Business licenses and insurance. If you're making an asset purchase and have created the company making the purchase, this is a great time to make sure your business license and other requirements like the state board are up to date. You will also want to adequately insure the office and its contents and obtain professional liability insurance. For more information, reach out to the team at VisionSource. Practice management transitions can feel daunting, but we have a team of experts who can walk you through each step that leads to your goal. For more information about how you can achieve your goal with less stress and expert guidance, fill out the form below and we'll be in touch.